Taking a look at the Eastern Conference standings, circle that team in 5th place, the Boston Celtics. They were, prior to the start of the season, a team that you thought would be, closer to the top of that. But they've had some issues on the court, some issues off the court, players only meeting. Marcus Morris got into it with Jaylen Brown during the week. Well, in last night's loss to the Orlando Magic, the final play, Boston down by 2 points, something interesting happened. Kyrie Irving looked like he was very adamant that he wanted the ball before the final play, then he didn't receive it during the final play, and then he was vocal after the game. Here's Kyrie before the play. See 2.9 seconds on the clock. Hey, I want the ball. That's what it looks like there. And then Czar, Kyrie's at half court.
Well, Brad Stevens does that a lot. He takes one player out of the front court, the offensive end, to try and open it up for their spacing, for their execution, puts that safety valve in the backcourt. But he also has a play where after the pass is made, that guy in the backcourt sprints, and tries to catch his guy sleeping.
And Kyrie has his hands up as if he's waiting for a pick, 3D.
Yeah, it looked like, to Coach's point, normally Al sets a second screen for Kyrie coming full speed. That's what Kyrie's trying to tell him. He's telling Gordon Hayward, wait, but looked like Tatum came off so clean. He got the ball, coach, and got a pretty good look. Now, we know that's Kyrie. We know he's a competitor. He wants that ball late game.
And we know that you picked him as the guy you want with the ball of anyone in the league at the end of the game.
And obviously we taped that way before I knew the situation was going to happen. But because I believe in Kyrie, because, Coach, he's proven it. Let's not forget, in Game 7 on the road, he's proven to make that big shot. But they saw something different in Tatum in that particular play.
I've seen Brad run these plays before, and what happens is they run that cutter off, and then Horford is usually stepping back somewhere. And when they start Kyrie in the backcourt, his defender turns his head for a second to see where the ball went to. Kyrie takes off and goes, and he'll either start one way and cut back the other way, or he'll come right off of Horford to get it and then wind up with the shot. It didn't work that way last night.
So when you see the body language and the interviews after, in which Kyrie Irving, he is saying that this team isn't experienced. I have the experience. Let's listen to it now.
It doesn't matter who you're going against. It matters the type of preparation you have, what you're going out and trying to accomplish. What's the big picture? What are we doing here? These are a lot of things that I don't think that some of my teammates have faced, of just every single day. It's not easy to be great. So the things that you're doing, that you've done your whole entire career, of being able to, kind of coast by in certain situations, and you've gotten away with your youth and stuff like that, being on a championship ball club, you can't get away with that.
It's interesting because he sounds like LeBron when LeBron came back to Cleveland from Miami, as in, I have the championship experience. You guys need to understand that. I mean, do you see that correlation, 3D?
A little bit, because he is a champion now. He's been a champion on the Olympic level too, Coach. So, and to his point, he's made that Game 7 shot on the right wing, three-pointer over two people. So he knows, to his point, the preparation he's put in for those opportunities to take that second shot. Now, we all know the success that team had last year. They're feeding off of that, Coach.
Let's face it, when Kyrie came into the NBA, he was on a losing team. They were losers, bad losers.
Yes.
When LeBron came back, and joined Kyrie, you probably are hearing speeches that Kyrie listened to over and over again from LeBron saying, listen to me. I've been there. I've won championships. He listened well because he's passing it on now to try and share his experiences.
Now, as a coach, when you're trying to define roles and helping guys understand where they belong on the team, when you have a guy like Kyrie Irving, then you have an emerging guy like Jason Tatum, who made some big plays in the playoffs last year, how do you massage that situation and helping guys understand their pecking order?
Let's be honest. If you are a leader, your teammates have to allow you to lead. Let your leaders lead. I would always remind our team, you can't fight for leadership. You earn the respect of your teammates by being the guy they want to lead them. They'll listen to you. They don't want to listen to certain guys, but they'll listen to you if they respect you as their leader.
No, and I think that's what Kyrie was trying to say after that ball game, Chris, that I've put in the work. I've proven to you guys what I can do. I'm healthy. I thought I should be able to take that last shot.
Certainly in Houston, we know who gets the last shot. It's always James Harden, at least with the ball in his hands, going to make the decision. And once again, it's the Orlando Magic down to the wire. 2 nights in a row, we saw them pull it out against the Boston Celtics. Right now, they're down to the wire against the Houston Rockets. Nikola Vucevic with 20 points. Well, we're living in a three-point revolution where some of the greatest shooters of all time are playing right now in this era. In this open court short, we asked some of our favorite resident shooters who they would take in the clutch to make a bucket that they needed for a win.
For Kenny Smith. Throws it across. Miller for three. Oh, he backed it in! He backed it in!
Hey everybody, Matt here with three of the most accomplished shooters in NBA history. 3D, Dennis Scott, Kenny Smith, the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, and so of course...
This is a shooting show.
No, of course.
I was trying to figure out
I want to talk about shooting. One active player to take a game-winning shot, if you could choose, who is that guy?
Steph Curry. Or Kevin Durant, or LeBron James.
Curry saves it, three, Steph Curry! Goes to the corner to shoot a three, and hits to tie it up! Shot clock is on. James pull up for a three, rainbow!
Any more?
To take a three to win a game.
I take all three of those. Even LeBron James, in terms of his ability to get it off, he'll get it off comfortably because of his size, strength, and ball handling ability. So he would get it off comfortably. He doesn't shoot with the same accuracy as those other two guys, but he gets a better comfort level at times than those two guys.
For me, active, if we're just trying to get a shot clock's going down, it's Kyrie Irving. His ball handling ability to be able to get to any spot on the floor and get his shot off, to your point, he's going to get his shot off. And he's one of the few point guards, well, there's a lot of point guards in the league, and can shoot the three.
Definitely guys that I probably would have picked, but if I'm going with someone with ice water in their veins, need a shot, I'm going with Dame Lillard. A guy that can create his own shot, or you can put him in a high pick and roll, shoots with depth, can shoot deep, and if you foul him, he's going to make foul shots.
Does the answer change for any of you if I say it's a catch and shoot three to win a game?
Klay Thompson.
Yeah. Catch and shoot, I would add Klay to the catch and shoot. Like, it swung back out to him. I would add Klay to that for sure.
You know, it's funny, we were talking James Harden.
Ooh, yes, to get a bucket, yes.
He could do.
Oh, my goodness, to get a bucket, yeah.
I mean,
Catch and dribble, off the dribble.
Off the dribble, he's
off the
great,
dribble, no
but
question about it.
He gets to walk and shoot it. So he gets he gets to do the running man.
I'll make it harder. Let's go back in history. Any player who's ever played to win a game with a three.
Oh, we're sitting right here.
Oh,
Who are you picking? No, there's a lot of guys.
No, I'm not. You could go last if you're not going to talk about yourself.
I'm gonna go with Larry Legend.
No.
To make a three. He said to make a three, right?
To make a three.
To make a three at the end of the game.
Celtics have got 3 seconds. Bird, a runner. It's good!
I'm going with Larry Legend.
I'm going with the guy sitting here only because the moment for Larry is always the moment. For Reggie, he creates more moments, meaning he's looking for an opportunity. I think at times you hope we get down 3. You know, so there's a difference. But Larry's like, no, I'm not even going to let you get up. I'm going to beat you. He's waiting for that moment. And so for me, watching Reggie over the years, I would have to say Reggie would be the guy I would be. Like,
good looking, Kenny.
No,
Yeah.
but and take it a step further, with Larry, as much as we, love his shooting, he's not going to get open in that situation. Where you, and I'm going to throw Ray Allen into the mix, both of you guys are going to get open because you're probably the best running without the basketball, running off screens and getting open.
I'm going to put Larry second, though. I wasn't like,
Kenny, Larry's third. Ray Allen's above him. Well, come on now. Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, we need a three. Larry's not getting open. Him and Ray are getting open to get that three off.
Rebound, Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang!
There's a guy that I would want to be in this mix because he's the leading three-point shooter in the history of playoffs over certain attempts. You know who that guy is, right?
Kenny the Jets man.
You know.
I was waiting for that.
You're looking at
That leads to my next question. You may have already answered it, but if in a theoretical world where I could play and I had to choose one of the three of you to win a game with a three,
Uh-oh.
where am I going?
We're all gonna pick ourselves. That's how confident we. I mean, in all of our careers that we've all hit game winners, we've all hit buzzer beaters, so we know we can do it. So if you're asking openly, I want to. As much as I love both these guys, I want to take that shot first.
I would honestly say that these guys were better three-point shooters in this regard. That was such a big part of their diet. And for me, it became a part of my diet later on. But I had to learn to be that. It is, like Reggie Miller, we played at UCLA in Paulie Pavilion and in North Carolina. We were like, guard him from here.
Right.
That didn't come into my life until about my fourth year in the NBA. It was always part of Dennis Scott's repertoire, a steady part of that diet, the long ball shot. I was catching up with you all the time.
Right.
Now, I just still think I could shoot the ball. But I just know that you guys it was a better diet.
We all have different strengths at different times, but at the end of a game, to a man, we're all going to say, put the ball in our hands.
Yeah.
Kenny wants those shots.
Yeah, one of the
Kenny
biggest
wants those
moments.
shots.
One of the
I always
biggest
wanted those
moments.
shots.
Yeah.
We were actually in the biggest moments in Rocket and Orlando basketball history. Hit a three-pointer to tie the game to send it to overtime in the NBA Finals.
He's been on fire and hits. He's tied the game.
But before that, this dude,
In the regulation,
he comes
right.
back and hits another one.
Back to Scott for three, and he's tied
Back to back.
Yep.
It was him and I.
You haven't made my job any easier.
Well, hey, how about this? Who are you going to pick? If your life depended on it, and your family's life depended on it, and they needed a three to get them out. Come on, man.
I will answer the question. I've got bad news for you and my family. I turned it over before I ever got it. You lost the game.
I will tell you this. If you,
I'm sitting here and not there.
if you gave it to any of us, your family lives.
Don't do us like that,
turn
man.
the
Juan.
ball over,
As
Matt.
hosts, we're okay too. Okay, Czar, we've already heard from 3D, so we're going to leave him out of this one. Out of all the guys you've coached, who would you want with the ball in their hands take a three-point shot at the end of the game?
Probably my three best three-point shooters from the teams that I coach in the league. Mike Miller has to be one of them with incredible range. Mark Price.
Oh, yes,
Mark Price,
baby.
go
Yes,
sign.
Marky, baby.
Remember Wesley Person?
Ooh.
Wesley Person, yeah, not a bad three-point shooter. Now,
Yes.
if you said today, how about this? If I asked you who's leading the NBA right now today in three-point shooting, what would you say? Curry?
Curry or
You'd be
James
right,
Harden.
except it's not the Curry we think. It's Seth Curry,
Seth.
his brother, who's leading the NBA. Okay, I'm gonna
like
take,
that.
but
I like it.
I'm gonna take Steph. If I had to have a shot, a three, Steph right now.
Oh, so we got to give props to Del Curry, too, for those genes. Remember, he was a great shooter
Come
as
on,
well.
man. No question about it.
Good points, are. Hey, we will continue to keep this thing rolling on Game Time Live as we get you ready for another game.